I'm not gonna edit this heavily. I don't have time. But I wanted to put something out. So what I'm gonna do is cut out the silence. So there's probably gonna be a whole lot of speaking errors in this, but I just wanted to get this out really fast. This is gonna be a personal video. So if you're not into that, feel free to skip this one. We'll get back to the videos later. So I'm gonna get a little touchy-feely in this one. Oh great, here goes Jeremy all up in his feels again. So nostalgic. Yeah. But there's times like this past week that reminds me how very small the music business is and how like truly caring it can really be when it needs to be. So without getting into like crazy details here, the family's been through weird health stuff this year. My daughter particularly, she had, not this year, but she was born with a condition that seemingly fixed, but kind of always looms over our heads a little bit. This past couple days, we had an instance where we had to kind of make a quick decision and rush to the emergency room. And I put something real fast on Facebook. I don't typically post a whole lot of personal stuff on Facebook. It was basically just like, hey, praying types still awake, because it was middle of the night. And I was just dumbfounded with the amount of people who like jumped to say like they were praying, sending good vibes, whatever it was. But after that, the next morning when I get up and look at my phone, and I realize like this could be very kind of from my position, like what I do. Like I have a commercial studio, but I'm also on YouTube, so I kind of have different contacts than some individuals do. But like having gone through that and then looking at my phone the next day, how many owners of like audio companies were like, bro, how's your daughter doing? Give me an update. Is she okay? Like praying for you all night. Like the music business is interesting. And not everybody's like this. Not everybody's gonna care. And to some, this whole message you may just not relate to this at all. And hey, that's completely fine. Probably for the better in some cases. When you got a sick kid, man, that helpless feeling is wild what it does to you. And just getting reminded that, like, hey, all these people, like all the microphones that are around this building, the outboard gear that's in the racks, like they were made by people. And most of those people texted me to ask how my daughter was. It's not like we have close relationships. It's not like we talk back and forth constantly about what's going on in each other's lives, but like it's one thing to post on somebody's Facebook thing. It's a whole other thing to like call and leave a voicemail. How are you doing? Can we do anything? Do you need anything? Do you need us to send you food? Can we Uber Eats you something? It makes me go back to how I started all of this. And I think a lot of us come from the same spot. Like, I was coming of age around the early 2000s, and emo was, all music was about being all up in our feels all the time. And I think regardless of the time period that you grow up, music is about expression. So there's that connection to a human piece that some other industries can lack, and even this one can in certain aspects. Don't mishear what I'm saying. But especially in times like this where somebody's in trouble or somebody needs help, this community really steps up. Thankfully, everything's fine. We're good. My daughter's fine. We are okay, albeit frustrated with the American healthcare system. But how many other videos are there about that? And I don't want to start getting into that crap. In a really dark time, you get to see how the industry is actually human and how it actually cares. And yeah, it's kind of easy to think like these are just people making products and trying to make money. Well, man, everybody's trying to make money. We're all just out trying to survive. I can tell you a lot of these people aren't getting rich off what they're doing. A lot of these are like passion projects, because it wasn't like the massive conglomerates getting a hold of me. It was, I think when we start out in this, it's easy to see companies that make gear or it's just like some big thing that's veiled in secrecy, but they're just people making stuff. And it's even easy to look at recording studios and look in those windows being like, well, what are they doing? It's veiled in secrecy. Well, I'm just a guy in here trying to make music sound good. That is all it is. The music industry is very small. And what constantly surprises me is that every turn it is smaller and smaller and more caring than I think we realize, and it's easy to kind of get jaded, and there's so many situations in where you can get jaded. I don't want to say, let your guard down. Don't mishear me there. I don't want to say, trust everyone you come into contact with. That is definitely not the case here. I guess I'm encouraged, very humbled and very encouraged by those around me who did reach out in a moment like that. And at the time, it was going past, and I mean, I didn't respond to, I don't think, hardly anybody. So I apologize for that. But being separated from it now, being kind of a couple days away from it, looking back at it, it's very encouraging to know that I guess there's other humans out there. And if you've never experienced that with the music industry, I hope you can find those relationships there, because they are very much there. And not just in the products industry either. Other studio owners reaching out, produce bands. So many bands. And it's in moments like that where you realize I spend most of my life alone. Nowadays, I have an intern and he's here a few days a week. But I spend most of my life, my work life, my professional life, alone in front of a set of speakers trying to make other people sound good. And I love it. But it is very easy to lose sight of relationships and who you are around other people, maybe. And I know I'm not the only one in that situation, because a lot of the folks reaching out are kind of the same. Like, we all kind of feel like we're in this alone. But a moment, having so many different people reach out to me like that really solidifies, like, man, this is actually a tight-knit community of people who genuinely care. And yeah, I mean, a lot of these are competitors, but even in some of the texts, like, hey, so-and-so reached out to me, I'm like, you guys are competitors. What are you doing? Like, and it just solidifies that, yeah, everybody knows each other, but first and foremost, man, they care. Weird video. Sorry. We'll be back to the regularly scheduled content after this, I'm sure. Yeah, I just wanted to grab a camera and at least talk through that. So thank you for those who did reach out. It meant way more, just in the encouragement and all that stuff. So thank you very much. Hope I didn't overshare too much. Anyway, see you guys later. Love you.